Shazier, I need you to make that. That's because I didn't spotlight Pelosi, man. Ooh, alert, alert.
Hold on, Cole. Damn, nigga.
I just got this crazy alert, alert, dog. The errant pass. I went and got that bitch.
I did a pick earlier, a little pick out of bounds. They let me get my 2 feet in and gave it to me. Shit was hard.
This nigga Big Ben got injured. Mason Rudolph has 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Mason Rudolph, 4 touchdown passes.
You start him in the league over Ben? What year y'all in that league?
Hit reboot one. Yeah, did reboot it.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 73 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. New Orleans Saints take the field again. The NFC South champion New Orleans Saints. They are officially that with that victory last week over Tampa Bay 28-14. So they're 11-2, and if the season ended right now, they would be, Charles, the #1 seed in the NFC.
And NFC South champions, you mentioned it, 2nd year in a row. First time in franchise history they've won back-to-back division championships. So they'll be in the playoffs for the 3rd time in 6 years. We know Drew Brees is absolutely terrific. He's going to set another record, breaking the one he set last year for completion percentage in the season. But the defense, we hardly ever talk about this Saints defense, and we should. They've allowed just 13 points per game in their last 5 games. Even in the loss to Dallas, they only gave up 13 points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And that's complete. It's Watson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
To throw is Breeze. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Well, the Philadelphia Eagles, Charles, they had a tough loss last week against Dallas. That drops them to 6-7. And you and I have talked before about sort of a Super Bowl. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry, it's Kamara, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Breeze now. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want...
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. And out now come the Eagles. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now Wentz throwing on second down. They dump off underneath to a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have half. They come after him, they sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they have. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Richard Rodgers, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And the lead is down to 4. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Ingram. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they'll throw with Brees. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Watson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Saints on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Brees now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar with what will be called a 107-yard return. There the Eagles are back within a score.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Breeze now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. First, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Caught right side, Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Wentz now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, you know, thinking back to last week around the league, it was one. We've had some crazy weeks this year, Charles, but this was one of the crazier, maybe the craziest week that we've had. You think about the 99-yard run that sort of kicked it all off. Of course, that wild finish in Miami. I mean, we saw a bunch of interesting things.
We certainly did. How about the 3 worst teams by record in the NFL? The Jets, the Raiders, the 49ers all won on the same weekend. We had overtime in Kansas City and in Dallas. And the 2 front runners in the NFC, New Orleans got a scare in Tampa Bay, and the Rams lost in Chicago.
Yeah, crazy, crazy weekend. It figures to be a crazy finish the rest of the way in this NFL season. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
81.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And Tate's got it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
82.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Wentz now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. Wentz now to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing now is Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is brought in at the 21. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a giant. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A nice gain at 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
And they'll dump it over the top to him. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they... This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now it's Ajayi. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. From the gun, it's Wentz. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Saints will have the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He completes it to Tate. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
I feel like I should kick it. Let me see if I get in. Let me see what he come out of. Ain't that fucked up?
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run for it with a giant. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Oh, they already said I'm in field goal range, so how far is that?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I want to run this bubble screen, but I don't feel like it's going to work. I'm going to throw a quick clock. It's still moving forward.
For Tokyo!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the ball!
Oh, no.
Shorty! That's it! Great 15! Great 15!
Back to throw. Wentz. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They run with Ajayi. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little bit of time off the clock.
Ram!
They run again with Ajayi. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. They'll toss it to Ajayi. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And his kick is indeed good, and the Eagles are going to win the football game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That nigga will run it back. About $60 right now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL
bro, this
on
play
EA
now loud,
Sports.
bro.
For
Let me
more,
give you
check us
these
out
ones.
at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Let's give this nigga some bullshit early. I swear he's gonna beat me. I knew once I got that stop, it was over. He tried to run that HB wheel, nigga. Took that safety boy. User worked the shit out of that. Let me see what I got it on here. So I got those up right here. You still watching the broadcast? I got that pick. Yeah, that's a user work, my nigga. Once I got that pick, it was over. Oh, he ain't trying to run it back. Them niggas always answer after I pick another game. That's what he gonna do too. Once you say something after I pick another game, I'm gonna be a hard nigga.